Hi, welcome back to That's What She Said. Today we're doing a week ahead reading for the week of November 9th through the 15th. And we're going to do another pick a stone, pick a crystal, pick a rock. And I'm using the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle by Judy Hall. Finding that she has much prettier crystals than I actually have. And I don't know, let me know whether you liked using the pictures, because per Miss Hall, these are such high resolution pictures that by focusing on them, you resonating with them, it is like having them actually with you. I am going to use these four that I have chosen. Before I get to that, what decks am I using, you say? Well, for the crystals, I'm using the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle by Judy Hall. And that's for the stones. For the tarot, I'm going to use the Lost Forest Tarot 2nd edition. I'm going to be using the Threadbound Oracle by Cedar McLeod. That was the name I couldn't remember last time. I'm going to also use the Darkwood Tarot as the undercurrent cards underneath the Lost Forest. And then I'm also going to pick a Sacred Rebel Oracle card. Sacred Rebel deck is by Alana Fairchild. And so I'll be just picking one of these as the guardian or overarching energy for the coming week, depending on which one of these crystals you pick. So I've got here Eye of the Storm, because I don't think I've ever seen this in person, and I just like the way it looks. And I picked Citrine because, hey, why not? Citrine, it's also got this nice sunrise look to it. I picked Mookaite Jasper because I think Mookaite is fun to say. And then I picked Preseli Bluestone because it looked like a piece of blue cheese where the mold overtook the cheese and it's almost all blue. Seriously, that's why I picked it. So I'm going to put the timestamps down below for each one of these. I will be starting with Eye of the Storm. If that's not the one you resonate with, please click to the timestamp for the one that you're resonating with, and I will see you there. Also, if you'd like a personal reading, information for contacting me is also down below, including information about all the decks used today. So have a good week, and I'll see you on the stone reading that you like. Hello, welcome those who have chosen Eye of the Storm to be the crystal, the stone that you were resonating with. Eye of the Storm is also called a safe haven stone. Its frequency is earthy and yet high frequency as well. It resonates with all chakras, and it's mostly indicated as help during stressful times, whether serious illness or challenges. It helps to keep things in perspective, helps you let go and take time to relax so you can de-stress. So if you resonated, if you resonated with Eye of the Storm, take a deep breath. So this reading is for you. Go in there. There we go. Okay, so let's pull a Sacred Rebel card. This will be a card for the tone of the reading for this week. Again, this is the reading for November 9th through 15th. And it's for those people who resonated with the Eye of the Storm crystal. What's Sacred Rebel information do we have today? Diving for light. It's quite pretty. And number 11. I like the number 11. I'm going to look really quick, if you don't mind. Diving for light. I'm just, because there's pages and pages, I just want to see generally. Okay. This is the Oracle. It is a time when you're called into darkness through life experiences, situations, relationship challenges, inner struggles. Basically, Eye of the Storm, it seems when things are not going well and you are just looking for light. So the diving for light is here to be your compass. If you need not inspiration, help. The universe is out there and the light is there no matter how deep. It's like, now that I'm really looking at it, it's like she's underwater. Little seahorses. It's actually really beautiful. But diving for light, when you're deep in it, you know that the light is there and it can't be taken away from you. Okay. So that resonates well with this Eye of the Storm. That's a lot of stress, I'm guessing. So let's see what our 4 pillars that we look at every week. If you remember, we look at personal, home, relationships, and money. And we're going to pull an oracle from the Threadbound Oracle, one for each pillar. And then we'll pull some tarot for the central theme and the undercurrent. And this again is for November 9th through 15th for those resonating with the Eye of the Storm crystal. Okay, and I'm going to place them like this, and we'll do personal all the way down. Personal, what I mean all the way down is like we'll flip the cards in a column, in column work. I don't think that's what I used before, but we want tarot cards for those resonating with the Eye of the Storm crystal for the week of November 9th through 15th. Whoa! What's the central theme for each of these areas for the coming week? I'm spacing them out, but I have more room this way than I have this way. There's a method to my madness, I promise you. And the Darkwood Tarot for the undercurrents. We need the undercurrents for those resonating with the Eye of the Storm for the week of November 9th through the 15th. Let them know what other things they'll be dealing with underneath the major themes. My major theme is to figure out how to overhand shuffle. Okay, so I'm sending these cards and oh, they're trying to slide away. Okay, are we ready now? We're going to start with personal. And we've got the dance, trust, body, and catharsis. Which, catharsis, a time of releasing that can be stressful. I also like this is diving for light, and I like these concentric circles that are coming. You could be going down or coming up. And for the tarot, we've got Seven of Earth and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, on the personal front, working on ourselves. Undercurrent seems like, you know, there's things you're trusting to luck. Not good, not bad. Could be fantastic, could be horrible. Whichever one it is, it's cyclical. Much in a way, the Seven of Earth quite often is showing a progression, if you will. So you've got acorns, you've got ideas, you've got things that are ready, waiting for their time to start. And in conjunction with our stone and light, if this is a hard time this week, I keep on hearing this too shall pass, meaning that you need to go through it. You need to go through it to get to the other side. And then something I heard on something else also, because the Wheel of Fortune is always spinning, but if you keep yourself centered, it spins around you and you can clearly see your path. So depending on how you feel, if you feel you're on this outside of the wheel, you're just spinning and you can't focus, you need to get yourself centered so you can just watch the things spin so that you can work on how to grow to what you're supposed to be tomorrow. If that makes any sense. I keep on seeing these acorns, which are really tiny, but they grow to these huge trees. They just need time. Okay, now on the home front. Oh, it's going to fall down. Two of ink, medium, balance, purpose, setting. So ink is the medium, if you will, that you actually use to create things. And this is home. And home, we also have Seven of Oceans. Look at that. I believe that's a pilot fish. Scary, weird fish. I mean, who decided to make a fish with a little light bulb on its forehead? So it's choices. Oh, with the Seven of Swords. Hold on one moment. But the undercurrent we've got is the Seven of Swords. And Seven of Swords is sneaky. I'm trying to sneak. But, you know, what are you sneaking from? She's being sneaky, but there's something that's trying to hurt her. So it's not a bad sneakiness. And unlike most Seven of Swords cards, she's got all the swords. Usually there's two left somewhere. So undercurrent, and this is sort of choices. Oh, that's where, because a pilot fish, it shows this light and you get distracted from the danger that's right there. You're like, ooh, pretty lights. And if you're not wary of what it actually is, if you don't get drawn into the illusion, there's danger. And here you've got seeking away. So I'm saying on the home, family, you might be getting carried away with pipe dreams instead of really focusing on the reality of what is going on, what is actually possible, which you need to. And again, you may think you're going to sneak away or get away with it, but I'm pretty sure this wolf can smell what's going on and can follow you even though you're hidden behind a tree. Knows exactly where you are. On your home life, make sure you are dealing with reality and not just what you want it to be. Okay, partnerships and romance. Seven of Ink, illumination, accomplishment, realization, pride. It's another pretty card. I cannot... there we go. We got Page of Oceans and Page of Cups. Oh, look at that. Double down on the Page of Cups on both decks. That's... so I guess on your partnership, your undercurrent is right in step with what the main theme is. So you're doing great, which is whether you're in a relationship or not. This is not a love reading, but curiosity, playful, basically wanting to have fun. And the Seven of Ink, illumination, which regardless of what's here, there seems to be a lot of stress. Your partnership or friendships, romance, whatever, they're there to probably pull you out of yourself, help you see what's real and what's illusion, and bring a little levity. Remember, you need some balance, and it's seeming kind of dark here. Your partner, friends, they'll help bring you out of it. Now on to the money front. We have the song, Heart, Harmony, and Messages, which usually is, listening to yourself, right? Seven of Skies. It's very pretty. And Queen of Swords, which Skies is the swords suit. So you've got the Seven and the Queen. So let's see, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. It's like I knew I saw that. So you're doubling down on this Seven of Swords. And this is in your money area of your life. So you really need to be clear, because it seems that there's deception, there's sneakiness. They're trying to get away with something. And you need to, if whether it's happening or not, you need to be on guard so you can't be taken advantage of, or, whistleblower, you can point it out before there's any more deception. So, you people, Eye of the Storm. Wow, these cards really do talk about weathering a storm. For those who resonated with the Eye of the Storm, your friends, your relationships, look to them when you're looking for some light, because your other columns, you've got deception, you've got, this is not bad, but we're also talking about taking time to let things happen. In the meantime, in two of yours, you've got some deception stuff. Here it's underneath, but also illusion. But see, you're smart, right? So you don't have to just be brutal, but you are fierce, and the truth is what you strive for. Which is why having this means you're fiddling with some illusions, but no. So in your work life, you are looking for truth, and you need to expose the deceptions you feel are going around. If you feel like it is, there might very well be. And again, this is general. So if you need something more concrete, you can do one-on-one. But Eye of the Storm people, make sure you can tell reality from illusion, and use your friends to help you balance out getting too deep and too dark, and use them to help you find the light in the world. Okay, well, that's what I see. I'm going to close this particular reading down. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, those who resonated with Citrine. This is the weekly read for those who felt drawn to the Citrine crystal. Now, citrine is it's a cleansing stone, so it cleanses all chakras. It has a high vibration. It's a stone of abundance and joy. It helps with creativity and promotes inner calm. So that's just a little overview of citrine. We'll set that over here. We're going to pick an oracle card from the Sacred Rebels deck by Alana Fairchild. And it'll be an overview of the energy or help, I want to say, guidance, if you will, for the coming week. These cards are kind of sticky. Well, they're not slidey. They're hard to shuffle. I'm still trying to find the best way to... It still clumps. Ooh, shock of the new. Shock, shock. That's a wild hairdo. Shock of the new sounds pretty self-evident, but I'm going to take a quick look. So it talks about what wild, unconventional voice inside of you is calling, and can you hear it? Basically, something is asking you to do something different than you've done before. And for the oracle, it says that, daring to be different is daring to find and be the real authentic you. So you've got your joy and cleansing of all the chakras with the citrine and the shock of the new. So let's pull some 4 oracle cards for the 4 columns that we read for: personal, home, partnerships, and money. And then we'll pull some tarot for each of those as well. We'll see what the week has in store for those who resonated with citrine. Okay, and though I'm not going to turn them over just yet, I want to pull the cards so then I can just work a column all the way down. Okay, we need some central theme tarot cards for those resonating with citrine the week of November 9th through the 15th. 9th through the 15th. 9th through the 15th. Those resonating with citrine. And the undercurrent cards, the dark wood. I got these and I waited till Halloween to actually use them. And then once I started using them, I really like these cards. I want to use them all year round. We'll see. I got enough decks that I can use some others, but... Oh. Those are jumpers, but that's 2 jumpers. Only single jumpers are allowed. I wish I had larger hands. I do apologize. See some of these people just riffle through these so fast, and I'm like, your hands are just more conducive to just... Okay. Personal. 7 of thread, tapestry, interdependence, wisdom, and ancestry. So for the personal, you've got an interdependence oracle. Ooh, judgment and ace of swords. Okay, look at that judgment card. It's time of reckoning, reckoning, reckoning. Or, you know, basically, this week would be a week of shock of the new, right? Deciding, making some, based on your past, you may want to make changes going forward. And it doesn't have to be bad. It could be, I'm going to start a workout. Because of this, I need to do that. But you're going to have ideas on what you want to do. So the undercurrent is you have all these new ideas, which to put into practice will be based on you reflecting on things you've done in the past and deciding you need to make changes for the new you, right? But part of that, remember, you've got your... and especially ancestry, when I said workout, but, you know, maybe it's health related. And based on your family history, things need to change. And for your own health. Just know that you're not alone. That's the interdependence part. So whatever you're working on, if any help you need, all you have to do is reach out. So home and family. Ooh, we've got the mirror, truth, inquiry, and reflection, which is interesting because your personal said interdependence, and then your home family, the people you live with, you've got the mirror, or truth, or reflecting back. May not be what you like, but it may be what you need to hear. And then we've got the Queen of Skies, which is the Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, 2 of Swords. Wow, you've got a lot of swords. Which you've got a choice. Also, like, you know, if you stay blind to the situation, in the background, all these ghosties and stuff like that, but in the water, they're not there. Those are all in the mind. So you have a choice to go left, go right, but make sure that you make your decisions based on reality and not on fears that are coming up. And since the central theme is, you know, your Queen of Skies, which is your Queen of Swords, your ability to make suggestions. And again, this is in the family and home. You were quite firm. May not like it, but there is, once you've made the decision. Now here, it also could be dissent, because this is the undercurrent. It may not be you personally, it could be within the household. There's dissent. You've got to get it down to one way or the other. A choice will need to be made. And again, truth. If you don't know the whole truth, you need to figure it out before you can move forward. So this week seems to be change. Look at shock of the new, both internal, and that may flow out to then your family. Now in your partnerships and romance, Ace of Paper, pulp, malleability, aptitude, versatility. So the Ace of Paper, again, this is an oracle. It seemed kind of like tarot, but not. But this is the pulp. It's not even the paper. It's the stuff used to make the paper. So it's the very essence of the new, and it's still changeable. And then we've got the Hierophant and the Four of Cups. Okay, so look at the colors, beautiful. So your Hierophant in your partnership, and you may be getting or thinking about either a new relationship or maybe something new in your relationship, again, because you've got this energy to remake yourself. But the theme is, you may be doing it, but you're gonna want to not go too far outside the lines, and maybe you want to remake who you are, but you don't want it to be somebody with cymbals and speakers out of their head and sunflowers. You just maybe want to change the color of your hair from blonde to maybe strawberry blonde. They're just gradients of change. Now the Four of Cups quite often has to do with taking time to contemplate. Some cards, you have the Four of Cups where they are contemplating what has been spent and they don't notice what is yet to come. This one, it's still about taking the time to see and contemplate. So if you've got a new relationship on the horizon, and you've got, here we keep on seeing truth and truth, make sure what you're stepping into is real, and give yourself the time to do that, or at least you want to give yourself the time. Don't be rushed. Now on the money front, Two of Paper, Page, options, decisions, dreams. So we've got dreams in the money area. Oh, and Two of Oceans, Two of Paper, Two of Oceans, and the Empress. Look at that. So, of course, this one would be really cool if it was in the partnership side, but this usually tend to be partners. So your money, and I've got the Two of Paper, and two, I feel that in your money area, you, in order to go forward, you definitely have ideas that you want to bring out, but the best way for you to do it is with other people. And I'm going to go back, way back here, where on your personal one, where you have to remember, you're interdependent. You don't do this alone. Everything reflects on everything else. And in order to bring your passion, the thing you're trying to bring to life, you need to do it with the help of someone else. So go ahead, bring in something new. This shock of the new, it could be this bringing in something new could just be you bringing in this new version of you, this new better version of you. And it sounds of like a very exciting week, not devoid of some fears and some downers if it's truth you don't want to hear, but it's truth nonetheless. So I've always said that, when they say truth hurts, I never liked that, because I always felt that truth only hurts if you're deluding yourself before you hear it. If you already know the truth, it can't hurt you because it's what is. Wow, that was really deep. So that's what I see here for those resonating with Citrine, is this coming week, working on internal, bringing out the new, better you. But if it's not you, a project, there's something, it's a part of you, I would say, but you are investing in something to bring out into the world, and hopefully bring you some coin as well, or two fish. So there you go. Have a wonderful week, those people who resonate with Citrine, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, those of you who resonated with Mookaite, I believe it's Mookaite Jasper. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments as to how you actually pronounce Mookaite. Mookaite. I still think it's Mookaite. Mookaite Jasper, which I think that's really pretty. So Mookaite, it's got a earthy to medium frequency, chakras. It's your earth. It's your base and your sacral. It has to do with balancing your inner and outer you, but it helps with versatility and openness to new experiences, choosing the right path, and calmness. And it's pretty. So I'll put that there. Mookaite Jasper. Okay, let's pull. Oops. That's the wrong deck. There we go. Let's pull a Sacred Rebels Oracle for those resonating with Mookaite Jasper. We need an oracle, a guide for the Mookaite Jasper people for the week of November 9th through the 15th. What energy, what guide will be helping those resonating with Mookaite Jasper next week? Okay, survey says, ooh, seeing the true you. I love this chair that matches the lily pads. So Mookaite, which remember is resonating or helping you balance your inner and outer, seeing the true you, because most people's outer doesn't necessarily match their inner them. So the oracle this week is going to help to see the true you. Now let's pull 4 oracles for each of the columns that we look at: personal, home, partnership, and money. We're going to pull an oracle and then 2 tarot cards for each column. Each column, because your life isn't just any one thing, it's many things. And I'm putting them face down or face back in this case. I like to see them all at once when... Oh. Don't know if I had the deck upside down or not. Okay, now this is the Lost Forest Tarot. Okay, we need central themes. Okay, jumper. Yours is the jumper reading. So Mookaite Jasper just has cards leaping out for the central theme. I'll oblige if a single card jumps out. If like 2 or more jump out, then no, sorry. That's just a mob. We don't do mobs. November 9th through 15th. 2 more cards. Undercurrents for those who resonate with Mookaite Jasper. Undercurrents for the 4 columns that we'll be investigating for next week, November 9th through the 15th. Oh, okay. Gee, your first card has been a jumper both times. I know you might have seen it. I actually didn't really look at it. Don't want to really look at it. I want to be surprised. Don't we all? No. We always say, people say they want surprises. Then when they get surprises, but they're not happy surprises. They get very angry. Okay. Personal column. Oh, so I'm just going to turn, yeah. I'm just turning them all over because I thought I had the deck upside down. And I just checked, it was upside down. So here, the teacher, structure, guidance, legacy. So on the personal side, Oracle is instructing that you or someone to get guidance. Or maybe you can be your own teacher. It doesn't necessarily have to be outside of you. 5 of Skies and the Fool. Okay. Now 5 of Skies. Skies is swords, right? And 5 of Swords and 5 of Wands. They're argumentative. That's what that meant. I might not have known. I'm horrible at fighting. So on a personal level, it seems like you have some contentions, and they may not be contentions, it could be arguments. And again, teacher, structure, guidance. Sometimes when you go to class and you have questions, you may not agree with what is being taught. That's not bad. Questions are good. You understand better what the topic is if you ask more questions. So this could just be asking questions about the subject. Now, the undercurrent is the Fool, which is you want to go and learn something new, and you're ready to start out on something new. And you're not afraid to question where you're still going to go, but you're not afraid to question yourself or others about what's going on, because it's your life and you want the best possible information that you can get. Sorry, I've got a candle over here and it was just about to, there we go, spill. Now, in the home life, we've got the End. That's kind of drastic. In this particular deck, it's the end of the story, sort of like the World card. You've come to the end and it's now Fool. So we've got 2 of Fire, which is 2 of Wands, which is also starting, 7 of Swords. This has come up a lot today. So on your home and family life, yeah, things might not be going great, and it may be time to move along, and then, hide the knives. Again, this is general. So on this one, it's hard to get any specifics without knowing what's going on. But it seems that in your home and family life, there's endings going on. Choices that are being made. Deceptions as the undercurrent. Whether you are hiding something or somebody's hiding something from you. But this week, home life doesn't seem the most pleasant. And that could be on the personal over here, why there's fights and contentions. Because, let's see what the partnership. Library, knowledge, resources, and history. So library, history. Oh, geez. Death card. And the Knight of Pentacles, which is... so your Knight of Pentacles, stability. The undercurrent is the same, slow movement, the same old, if you will. But yeah. So, family and partnership, things are changing. And you've got the library and the teacher here. And it could be that you yourself are evolving, which is some of the choices and relationships you decided to be in the past no longer fit. And this week may be bringing those things to a head and require, I don't want to say require, yeah, because let's see here, personally, you're ready to go off on a new adventure. And in the home, you're feeling like you need to sneak away. And on the partnership, you know, you don't want complications. I don't know. God, this is so hard in general. But I'm seeing your relationship part this coming week is rocky, most likely because of changes you're making for what you want to be. Okay, and here on the money column, we've got the flame, wildness, passion, destruction. So, destruction probably is taking passion without control. So it could be wild, but it doesn't have to be destructive unless it's uncontrolled. And we've got Page of Skies with the Queen of Swords. Okay, so swords and swords. So you've got your Queen of Swords, which is Arbiter of Truth is a word that keeps coming in. And you've got your page that just wants to run in and do things that go headlong without really paying attention to what may or may not work, because they're just so excited about the idea that they don't look, and they may trip. They're not paying attention to. I'm saying this because you've got this destruction and passion with this Page of Skies, but the undercurrent is to not be so fierce, but she's still fast and thinks fast. So even though you may trip, you may be able to pick yourself back up again. Lots of swords. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that your coming week is about you becoming who you really are. And those that either don't like that or don't want you to change is going to cause some rockiness in your personal relationships. But which is what I think this, you're maybe arguing with yourself as to whether you want to do this, because maybe you just want this dependability, but they don't want this new you, and it's going to cause changes. But our Oracle, seeing the true you. You got to see who you really are and be who you really are. And so this is in your money area, right? And if you bottle this passion down, you could have a controlled flow and lots of money coming in by being the true you, or you could have just destruction, and though you have money, you're possibly going to have as much outflow as the inflow, and you're not going to get anywhere. So be focused on you. Know your truth. Know the truth around you. And good luck this week, because it'll be exciting. Have a great week. See you next week. Bye. Hello, those of you who resonated with the Preseli Bluestone, which is just an interesting looking stone. Now, the Preseli Bluestone has a earthy and high frequency, tends to be earth chakras, and not crown, but but somewhere there's another chakra. There's a name for it, and I can't think of it right now. I do apologize, but the Preseli Bluestone has to do with healing, healing from the ancestors, using the landscape. This stone is good for accessing past, present, and future, or resonating, bringing them together so that you can remember your you can remember your, not talents, your test trials, from the past and be able to utilize what you learned now in the present. So that's the Preseli Bluestone. So those who resonated with the Preseli Bluestone, we want to pick a Sacred Rebel Oracle for those who resonate with the Bluestone for the week of November 9th through the 15th. This is such a hard deck to shuffle. It doesn't shuffle well. It's sticky. It's clean. It's just sticky. Receiving. Okay. So this is about receiving both healing, but from the universe, from people around you. I'm going to take a quick look at the book. I don't want to miss some key piece of information because this is, oh yeah, that's it. Basically, you are loved. Everything you do is witnessed and responded to, but we get swept up in just the day-to-day, and we forget to just take a moment and breathe and let the universe come in. So this is healing. This is also talking about taking a moment, breathing, letting the universe come in and help you. Okay, so now we're going to pull 4 oracles from the Threadbare Oracle. We'll pull 4. Those are for each of the columns that we look into: personal, home, partnership, and money. We want to get an oracle overview, and then we'll pull some tarot cards for each of those columns as well for some more clarification. So right now we need oracles for the columns for those resonating with Preseli Bluestone for the week of November 9th through 15th. Preseli Bluestone. Preseli was the guy who first found it. And I leave the cards faced away until I have all the cards pulled, and that way I can pull a whole column at once. So these are tarot cards, it's the Lost Forest tarot cards. We need central theme cards for those resonating with Bluestone for the week of November 9th through 15th. Oh, okay. That flipped over. You saw it. I couldn't leave it like that. It's kind of obvious when it's the one. These guys are trying to flip. No. I don't know why I think I'm in control. The cards just have their way with me. I want to do this 4 times. Two, 3, and 4. And then we will pull 4 cards. Oh, hold on. Yes, okay. I got one of these decks turned upside down last time. Actually, let me... Sorry. I did it again. The deck's upside down. There. I didn't want you. You shouldn't get reversed there. The whole deck was just... I'm upside down. Ugh. Got you. Remember, jumpers. Only single jumpers are allowed. If there's more than one, then that's just me. messily trying to figure out how to overhand shuffle. Really bad at it. I need bigger hands. Stronger hands, bigger hands, bigger, stronger hands. Somebody else's hands. Can I have some stunt hands? Do my shuffling. What's your job? I'm stunt hands. For people who need someone else to shuffle because they can't handle the cards. Okay. Preseli Bluestone. Personal column. Survey says, ooh, 4 of ink. Pen. Manifestation, communication, and clarity. Okay. I like the 4 quadrants with the different types of... So on your personal front, it seems that clarity in your communication in order to manifest, it will be part of, ooh, and look at that, the world and 2 of swords. So the theme is, and again, you need clarity, the world, and I just want to point out, they're not the same colors, but the world is in 4 quadrants, and the 4 of ink is also in quadrants. Manifestation on a personal level is there. You've got everything. The undercurrent, though, seems to be your fear of taking the leap. And because you've got your eyes closed, you have all these fears, but they're not really there. You need to open your eyes and see what's really there so you can make wise choices, because once you're clear, your manifestation is unbounded next week. Next week, whatever you personally are trying to manifest, it's there. Okay, home and family life. The mountain. Aw. Challenges, adversity, and endurance. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Aw, but I mean, what a card to get for your home family life. Ooh, the mystic. Oh, and death. So the mystic is the High Priestess card. So it's about that which is unknown, secrets that you can't just have, you have to earn, if you will. And with the home family, you've got challenges, adversity, endurance, and the change here. Oh wow, it's raining hard outside. Sorry about that. I just heard it on the windows. So what you've got on the personal front, you can bring in this manifestation, but you need to make choices, and those choices, maybe, they're your choices and you're not sharing them with the home family because it's none of their business. I don't know, but it's causing change and is causing some things to shift in the home arena. Let's see if partnerships and romance. Oh, mirror, truth, inquiry, reflection. Now, on the partnership front, that's a great card to get because, reflection. A partner would be great to have them, well, you don't want them just to reflect. You want their nuances as well, but someone to truly reflect you back would be awesome. Let's see if the awesomeness continues. Ooh, Ace of Fire. Yeah, we like that. That's, passions, new passions, because this is partnership. And let's say, and the High Priestess, double down on the High Priestess. So if you're not in a relationship or you are in a relationship, this on the romance side, this High Priestess and the things is a new passion and wanting to find someone who's your parity and someone who reflects who you truly are, which could be, if you're living at home with your parents. If you live alone, then this probably doesn't resonate. Or maybe it is the change because you are seeing someone that you want to stop living by yourself. But your changes here and what you want here are causing disruptions in the home area. Now let's see how this comes to money. Ooh, the author, spirituality, devotion, and higher powers. Higher powers, high priestess, spirituality. Seems your money or your money area is gonna come through your intuition. You don't know what you do, but you get that thing. You can't prove it. You're like, I just know what I need to be doing. And oh, look at that. I'm sorry. The Emperor for your money, that's the one who keeps things on track. He manifests. He makes sure the trains are moving and people are being fed and just makes things go. And the undercurrent, ooh, 5 of Wands. So maybe you're not entirely... The undercurrent is there's probably some contention. But again, you've got contention here. So not knowing where, if you work from home, if that's where that's coming from. But in your money, there's probably some squabbles under the surface. Not necessarily you. It may be what you have to deal with while you try to manifest and be who you need to be. Remember, you've got universe says receiving, so receiving information. We've got the mountain, challenges, adversity, manifestation, communication. Yeah. Next week, those of you who resonated with the Preseli Bluestone, next week it's a great week for you to be you, to receive your messages from the universe, or whoever you receive your messages from. The universe, your priest, your pastor, your priestess, there's so many words that can be put in here. Insert your spiritual leader here. You've got the high priestess twice. It's the theme in your home life, but there's change going on there. But it's the undercurrent over here in your partnerships. So, which is such a nice dovetail. And here you've got the whole world. You just need to not get caught up on your fears. You've got fears that are keeping you from advancing in having it all. And also, this could be just, you're different. Everybody's got their many little angels on their shoulders. This all could be internal conflict as well. Could be external, could be internal, but that's going to be your undercurrent in your money life, in your personal life, fears. You could be the fear of change here. And this could be the fear that you're right here. This week looks awesome, though. It looks like so much fun. Not necessarily not scary, but fun nonetheless. Have a great week, Preseli Bluestone people. I look forward to hearing how the week went for you, and I'll see you next week. Bye.